I've been exploring what it looks like to connect with people online. And a lot of the things that I've tried have been influenced by what I see other people doing. You know, what I see working for people on Instagram. Instagram has become a fast-moving platform. People are scrolling and have short attention spans, and videos that are like 7 seconds long perform really well. And in a lot of ways, it doesn't seem like the space to go deeper and have personal conversations. But as I'm feeling into what is true and authentic for me, and what I think my audience is craving from me, it feels true to go deeper and to experiment with what that can look like. And obviously, the podcast is an awesome space for that, and I have been loving that so much. It's been feeling really true and nourishing. But the next step is, how do I grow that? How do I connect with people in a broader way, and connect with new people and bring them into this conversation and start growing a community? And the inner nudge that I'm feeling is, go deeper. Take the time to nurture your connections online as if they were sitting down with a friend. So this is what I'm exploring. I am forgetting about the time limits. I'm just kind of tossing out, this 1.5 minute reel length, and being like, let's make space to have a real conversation. Let's make space to sit down as friends. Let's make it about the relationship. And 2 things that pointed me in this direction. One, I don't know if you're familiar with Erin May Henry, but she teaches you how to build a brand and an audience online, and I've been following her for years. But she came out with a creator archetypes model, I guess you could call it. And basically, she teaches the different creator archetypes that you can identify with to understand what your audience wants from you, and like who you are naturally, and how to own that a little bit more. Like, for instance, some people are educators, and some people are lifestyle creators, and some people's presence online is relationship based. And that was a huge light bulb moment for me. Like, I realized that my strength is relationships. So, people want to hear what I have to say when we're in a deep conversation together. People want to hear what I have to say when I am looking on their situation lovingly and I am relating to what they're going through and I am sharing something vulnerable about my life and my experiences and the wisdom that I've drawn from certain things. And yeah, so I was just kind of holding that awareness and intent in the back of my mind, and I got into looking through some old photos, like old photos, and it all started because I had this photo pop up on, like, in my Google Photos yesterday, and it was of me trying on wedding dresses. And this was 5 years ago yesterday. I was trying on wedding dresses for my wedding that was 2 weeks away. Oh, crazy times. Crazy times. But yeah, so that brought me back to that moment. And then I just started like feeling all the feels for all of the past versions of myself. And it just felt like I wanted to take this journey down memory lane and remember myself in all of my stages. And, remember myself when I was like so uncertain about how things would turn out, and remember myself when I was going through heartbreak, and remember myself when I thrust myself out of my comfort zone and just bravely went after these things that were calling to me on a heart and soul level. And it was really fun to just explore those memories again from, my current perspective, and kind of like almost hold myself like a daughter or like a little sister, and be like, you're perfect. You are so cool. You're so cool. And I know that you're trying too hard, but like, if you could only see you how I see you now, like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And the tough times will pass. And you'll face new challenges, but it'll never be like it is now. And then I pictured, my future self looking back on me right now and just cheering me on, like being so proud of the moves that I'm making that are going to result in this beautiful, rich life that I want to live, that is so true, where I am so free. And yeah, just imagining my future self reflecting on this time in my life as being so fruitful and dynamic in that process. Yeah. So that was a fun little thing that organically unfolded. And as I was looking at pictures, I was comparing all of the past judgments that I used to have about myself during those times, like when all of those memories were present, like my perception of myself versus now looking back, like seeing myself from a distance. Who have I been all along? What have my strengths been all along? And it was interesting to observe that I've always carried this sense of being an outsider. Like, I've never felt like I fit in. I've never known where I belong. And even when I'm surrounded by beautiful, loving relationships, most of my life, there's just been this kind of sense of insecurity and like really having to try to fit in. And when I do find people that I resonate with, it's like really special because it's really rare. And yeah, just kind of feeling like an alien and a weirdo among all of these people who just naturally connect and get each other. That's the sense that I've traveled with for many, many years. And looking back at all these photos, I was like, girl, like you had so many beautiful, loving relationships at every stage of your life. And, you know, maybe not all of them were as deep as the sea, but yeah, just seeing how loved I was and how held I was in all my different stages. I was like, you're not an outsider. You don't need to perpetuate that story. Like what if we let ourselves be someone who can be seen and understood and embraced as we are? You know, what if we don't have to be a weirdo? What if we don't have to be the person that nobody gets? What if it's safe to share all of my deep inner workings? What if it's safe to share the things that I think about, the things that matter to me? Even if those things aren't apparently like common on people's minds. And yeah, I kind of let this realization and kind of permission slip wash over me, like there is a place where I belong. There is a group of people who are interested in what interests me. And they're not just interested in something cool or fun or cute that I can show on a reel that lasts for 7 seconds. But people want to sit and be with my presence and explore the depths with me for 20 minutes, half an hour and a half. You know, somewhere along the line, I got this idea that people's attention spans aren't that long, that I've got to keep it short and to the point. It's got to be, you know, at least under a minute and a half, but ideal if it could be like a 20-second blip that I could put captions on and drop a trending audio behind. And it's like, it's so tempting to get pulled into the momentum of what's working for other people. But that's not my path. That's not my path. And I know it because it feels frustrating. Like the more energy I put into succeeding like that, the more drained and frustrated I feel. And that is how you know you got to redirect. And for me, and I'm sure there are more people out there wow, there's a beautiful woodpecker, a red-headed woodpecker. So pretty. And I'm sharing this because I'm sure I'm not the only one who is craving more depth, who is craving to slow social media down a little bit. Like, there is so much I love about how social media has developed in the past couple years. Like, it's so fun what's possible. All of the, you know, kind of music video type stuff that you can do and use all of this fun popular music. But there comes a point where we realize that consuming too much too fast, it's like fast food. You know, all of these, what are they called? Short form? All this short form content is like fast food for the brain. And at some point, we're going to realize that we're craving deeper nourishment. And so, yeah, here I am. Here I am for a 20-minute conversation on Instagram just to shake things up, just to challenge the norm, as I love to do. And, just to try out something different. I am curious for your feedback. Did you hang for the whole conversation here? If you did, let me know, because I am in this space of really asking myself, what does it look like to connect with people online and really connect? And what are my people looking for in conversations with me? What topics do we want to explore? What formats are the juiciest and the most nourishing? So yeah, I'm in an experimental phase. I am ready to start deepening into some beautiful, beautiful relationships online. And yeah, so I wanted to go a little bit deeper today with you. So thanks for going there with me, and would love your feedback as always. And I just hope that wherever you are in your journey right now, that you are well, and that you know that you are supported and you are right on time, and everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. I love you. See you next time.